Welcome back, commentary comrades, and today we are going to do commentary on this controversial dress that Pastor Jamal Bryant's wife wore to some kind of fundraising function. And it's been a really hot topic. Why? Because he is a pastor, okay? He is supposed to lead his flock. He, as a pastor, as a man of God in charge of a flock, a congregation, will be held accountable on Judgment Day for the standards that he sets and what he projects and corrects and deems as acceptable as a model for his people in his congregation. So he's held to a higher standard. And this has been controversial because you have a lot of people saying, oh, the dress is fine. And then you've had a lot of people saying, no, that's inappropriate for a pastor's wife, a first lady of a church, again, meant to be led by God, to have. So let's get into it. Okay. I've heard of Pastor Jamal Bryant. I don't really watch his sermons or anything. I have several different pastors that I watch, and I have come across some of his clips. Like if he goes viral for a controversial reason, I definitely know who he is, but I can't say that I've ever sat and watched him preach like a full sermon. I just, I never have. I do know he's got a mega church, as they call them, huge churches with huge followings and lots of money coming in, right? I'm not familiar with his doctrine. There's so many denominations out there, which is really unfortunate because Jesus didn't he didn't intend it to be that way, but people are people and they can never agree on anything, even when it comes to the walk of Christianity. And I do consider myself a Christian. That's what I try to practice, okay? So whenever this particular topic arises where you have a representation that is debated by those who are meant to be the highest level of Christians by being pastors and pastors' wives, it's really put under the microscope, as it should be. So I'm going to share my thoughts. This is my opinion. You can agree or disagree. That's just how it is. But I'm going to go on and say I agree with those who are saying the dress was highly inappropriate. Okay, as a pastor's wife, she's getting the illusion of being naked. Like,